Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool, Algebraic Reasoning. We are working with order of operations with a problem related to TEKS 5.4b, and we'll solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got Jalen spending $200. And we've got $18 per jersey. He's got 8 players that get those jerseys. And then we're trying to figure out how much money he has, right? So there's your 8 times your 18. And then the leftover, right? That's why we're going to subtract that from 200. Now, here's the interesting thing. We already have the equation set up for us. We're just trying to solve for m, which is what is 200 minus 8 times 18. But what we don't want to do is we don't always want to just go from left to right. So let's do this wrong. Let's first look what happens if I go straight left to right. So 200 minus 8. All right, so we're going to have to do some regrouping here. Got 10, 9, and regroup. That's going to be 2, 192. All right, so now I need to take my 192, and I need to multiply that by 18. Whew. All right, so that's going to be 16, 72, 73. That's 7 plus 8 is 15. And then I'm just going to write down my 192 for my second row. All right. Unless Jalen has a magic money machine, how can he have $200 to spend? He buys 8 jerseys for $18, and he ends up with leftover $3,456. See, that just doesn't make sense. You can't have more money than you started with when you're spending money, and that's way too much money. So this is why we don't always go left to right. What we do is we use the order of operations. And so I always say to myself, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's just a silly little saying to remember PEMDAS. So the first thing we look at when we're dealing with equations like this or expressions is we look for any parentheses. So it's going to be anything within parentheses, which I don't see any there. And then we're going to have any brackets on the outside. So there could be 2 layers of parentheses, and you would deal with the brackets first, parentheses second, but nothing's there. All right, next, we're looking for the exponent. All right, so anything that's like raised to the power of 2 or the power of the 3, those are those little numbers that kind of get like this. Here's an exponent. That's 3 cubed, or 3 to the power of 3. We don't see anything here. We don't deal with exponents until 6th grade. So, no parentheses, no exponents. This is where we went wrong. Our third layer is multiplication and division. And they're both in that same layer because they are inverse operations, right? So you can, let's make that a multiply and a divide. You can actually divide before you multiply if you see division first. They're inverse operations, they're equal. Well, look what operation happens first. I should have multiplied first. Even though it's not the first number I come to left to right, that's fine. You always multiply before you subtract. So let's figure out $18 per jersey for 8 players. Well, that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and multiply 18 times 8. Let's see how much those 18 jerseys actually cost. So that's going to be 464. 8 times 1 is 8. Add the 6. We're at 14. All right, that makes sense. He spent $144, and I'll just say for 8 jerseys so we can kind of make sure we understand what we're talking about. He had 200. He spent $144 for 8 jerseys. So if I were to write it like this, I would simplify like this. I would say that's going to be 144. You multiply. Now I subtract. That's the final step. You add and you subtract at the very end after you've done everything else. They're on the same level, so you can actually subtract before you add if you see it from left to right. Now that 200 minus 144 is going to make a whole lot more sense. So that's why we have to pay attention to the order of operations in 5th grade. So I'm going to regroup. I've got 100, and I'm going to break that into 10 tens. Take a 10, leave 9, 10 ones, 6. There we go. He's got $56 left. That makes more sense. The answer is A.